Good day everyone. Today, I'll be discussing about a topic on mathematics of investment, which are ordinary and exact interest. Before we proceed to the lesson, let's have first the objectives we have to achieve by the end of the lessons. So our first objectives, let's have to identify ordinary and exact interest. Secondly, solve problems involving finding the ordinary and exact interest. Then, value learning on ordinary and exact interest through the application in real-life scenario. Interest is the sum paid for the use of money. Business concerns and individuals who find themselves in need of cash or financial credit borrow money and agree to pay a certain percentage for the privilege of using the borrowed amount. Interest is computed on an agreed rate of interest. It is a certain percent of the sum borrowed, called the principal. After the interest period or loan period is over, the money lender would receive the original amount of the loan together with the agreed interest. In simple interest, the basic equation is interest is equal to principal times rate. However, there is the element of time which also plays a significant part in interest problems. Thus, the basis of equation is modified to interest is equal to principal times rate times time. Time is to be expressed in number of years or as part of a year. When time is given in terms of months, it is easily converted to a fractional year by using the equivalence 1 year is equal to 12 months. However, there are instances when the time for which a certain amount of money borrowed is given in number of days. In this case, there is a need to change the number of days to a fractional part of a year when substituting in the simple interest formula. Ordinary interest, which is the symbol I sub O. It is the interest which is computed with a denominator of 360. Exact interest. When we say exact interest, it is the interest that is computed with a denominator of 365. We have to take note of the following. Ordinary interest is greater than exact interest. When interest, which is either ordinary or exact interest, is not specified in any problem, it is assumed as ordinary interest automatically. Now, let's proceed to the following illustrative examples for ordinary and exact interest. First example, find the ordinary interest on 5,500 pesos for 95 days at 7 4/5% simple interest. So we have the given, the principal is equal to 5,500 pesos, rate is equal to 7 4/5% or 0.078 in decimal, time is equal to 95 days. Since we are looking for the ordinary interest, we use 360 as the denominator. So, we consider this formula. As for the solution, ordinary interest is equal to principal times rate times time, which is number of days over 360. We're going to substitute with the given values. So this will be 5,500 pesos times 7 4/5% times 95 over 360 is equal to 5,500 pesos times 0.078 times 95 over 360. So our ordinary interest is equal to 113.21. Therefore, the ordinary interest is 113 pesos and 21 centavos. Now let's proceed to the second illustrative example. Find the exact interest on 7,700 pesos for 150 days at 10 and 1/4% simple interest. Given here are the principal, which is equal to 7,700 pesos. The rate is equal to 10 and 1/4%, or when converted to decimal will be 0.1025. Time is equal to 150 days. Since where to find the exact interest, we have to use 365 as the denominator for the number of days. So here is the solution to this problem. Exact interest is equal to the principal times rate times time, which is the number of days over 365 days. Substitute with the given values. 7,700 pesos times 10 and 1/4% times 150 over 365 equal to 7,700 pesos times 0.1025 times 150 over 365. So our exact interest is equal to 324 pesos and 35 centavos. Therefore, the exact interest is 324 pesos and 35 centavos. Let's now have the third and last example. Eileen borrowed 2,800 pesos from Rex for 125 days. Compute the simple interest at 5 and 3/4% rate. So given in this problem are principal is equal to 2,800 pesos. The rate is equal to 5 and 3/4% or 0.0575 when converted to decimal, and T is equal to 125 days. Since neither ordinary nor exact interest were mentioned in the problem, we automatically use ordinary interest, as it is stated that if type of interest is not stated in the problem, it is assumed as ordinary interest. So here's the solution to this given problem. Ordinary interest is equal to principal times rate times time, which is the number of days over 360. Substitute with the given values we have in the problem. We will be having 2,800 pesos multiplied by 10 and 3/4% times 125 over 360 is equal to 2,800 pesos times 0.0575 times 125 over 360. So our ordinary interest is 55 pesos and 90 centavos. So that is our answer, the ordinary interest. So this ends the lesson for today, and I will leaving you a quote.